So as soon as I come home, the first thing I do is throw my used brass in here, which is there ready to be cleaned. So I'll have a cleaning day. So sometimes it's just one, or there might be two full that I start my cleaning process. At the moment it's empty because it's in the final stages of the tumbler. And then only after then do I sort it out. So once it comes out of there, it all goes in my sorting bin. So I've got my 223, my 308 and my 300 Win Mag. That's what I reload for. So that's why I've only got 3 here. And the reason that they're separated here is they're here for annealing. So all this brass hasn't been annealed, and one day I'll just do a whole afternoon of annealing. So I'll do all the three types. Once they're annealed, I come over here and they get sorted in my buckets over here. So this is all annealed brass. So this is ready for me to resize. I don't resize in bulk, I only resize as I go. And the simple reason for that is that we're always learning. So if you've resized your brass in a certain way, or you're using one one type of die, and then later on you buy a better set of dies, you'll be spewing that you've resized 100 rounds of say 308, where you bought yourself some really high-end die set and you could have resized them with that. So I always do it as I need it. So it just stays in here annealed until right now. I'm about to reload some 300 Win Mag. It's all in here. There's already some cases that were resized last time, but I never got to use them. So they're sitting there ready for powder drop. So we're going to go through our 2 stages. The first stage will be resizing, and then it'll go through the mandrel die. So I'll go from one to the other and then into here, which means it'll be ready to go onto the loading tray. So the first step is to get your lube that you're going to use for the brass. I like to use the ballistic case wax. I absolutely swear by it. I'm not affiliated to the product in any way, shape or form. I just find it really easy to use. So I do a couple of dabs on my finger here, and I'll run it over the case, a little bit near the neck, come in, and at the same time it's deprimed it, because as I told you, I don't deprime till the last minute. And then I'll come over here, my mandrel die. That's it. It's just got to go through the top. I like to run it through twice, just for spring tension. And I go on to the next one. The next step for me now is to give these a wipe to get rid of the case lube. And if you see in here, obviously the primer pocket is still a bit dirty. So all I do is I just run it on the back over here, and we have a little bit more. And we've got a good, nice clean primer pocket. I'll just run it through the brush whilst I'm here. And that one's ready for a primer. So I'll go ahead and do all these, and then we'll pop some primers in. Getting our primers in the tray, and then we just give them a bit of a flick, and all the primers will end up in the same direction. One click back and release the primers, get them through till we've got a primer there, and one perfectly fitted primer. Look at that, look at that depth. Always important to check. Now, if you notice, I'm actually using my large primers in my Magnum. If you go back to the previous videos, you'll see my testing. So now what we're going to do is we're going to test that powder charge that I came up with. It's powder time. $178 Oh, and don't forget, make sure you write all your notes, otherwise you'll forget. See you on the next video.